Hey guys, before we start today, I have a quick update that I'm going to be one of the presenters on the McDonald's education workshops, which are going to be on Saturday, October 17th. This event is going to be live streaming on YouTube starting at 11 a.m. Pacific time. In my little segment of the live stream, I'm going to be sharing my experiences with college applications and college selections this past cycle, and I'll be talking about the new virtual college learning environment, along with a quick live Q&A section. So if you're interested in joining me at the event this weekend, visit the description for a link and more information. Morning and welcome to my first week at university. I thought this week I would take you along, show you what life is like at a major university in the era of COVID-19, and maybe we'll have some fun times. First things first, we have breakfast, and for the past 4-ish days since I've moved in, we've had our meals delivered to our doors. When I first arrived, I took a swab test, and housing has been delivering us pre-ordered meals in the meantime while we wait for our results. However, since I've gotten my test results back and they were negative, I'm now allowed to go outside and do most things on campus. Of course, with a mask and staying far away from other people. But my pre-ordered meals are still being delivered, so I'm not going to be going to the dining hall until this Thursday. I'm quite hungry after going for a run earlier today, so let us dig in. On the topic of food, today's next challenge is that I can't fit this bread pitcher underneath the faucet of my teeny tiny sink. So what I have to do is fill up this cup and pour it into the filter cup by cup. It takes me like 3 millennia every single time I want to drink out of this pitcher, but we love filtered water, so I will sacrifice my own life for Brita water. Let's do this. Alrighty, all I have left for this morning is to wait for the housing mail center to email me that a package has arrived for me because I'm waiting for one of my Target deliveries to arrive. So, in the meantime, I'm gonna edit a video that you've already watched at this point, which is my dorm move-in video.
Your delivery.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think in order to be a functional adult, I have to learn how to mix a salad without just spritzing cheese flakes and Caesar dressing all over my floor. There's never quite enough space in the top of the box to like shake it around to mix it, although believe me, I've tried. And then because there isn't that extra space, I can't like mix it with my fork either because then everything will just spill over the side. Anyways, so if someone could just teach me how to function as a person, this brand new 18-year-old would really appreciate that. But anyways, for the rest of the afternoon, I'm going to have a little bit of a webinar marathon. Today is the last day of what we call True Bruin Welcome here. I hear that on normal non-quarantine years, it's a pretty hyped up time with lots of gatherings and events and live performances from famous artists because, you know, we're a pretty important part of LA, so we get that clout with attracting famous people. But obviously those kinds of large gatherings are not safe during a global pandemic, so we have a lot of virtual webinars instead with various academic departments and organizations on campus. Actually, psych, I'm not gonna attend the ukulele webinar because my Target package has arrived at the mailroom, so let us get going. And while I was putting all my stuff away, the housing staff has also kindly delivered some of the trash bags that I called ahead to request, and my dinner for today. I was originally going to try to make myself do a lot of filming work today, but, you know, the good thing about crying when you're sad is that now I have a valid excuse to not do my filming work because my eyes and face are puffy. No, but to be real, I just need to get better at letting myself have a self-care day when I need it. So maybe today will be that, a self-care day. I find that I always feel better when I'm outside and moving, with the wind in my hair, the smell of trees on the breeze, and some ground clip-clopping beneath my Birks. So I went out to explore the campus and familiarize myself with the place that's going to be my home for the next 4 years. I walked around for about an hour, picked up the latest copy of the Daily Bruin, and made it back to my room in time for my first class of the quarter. First lecture turned out to just be a review of the stuff from Calculus 1 that's required for this course, and I've discovered that I literally remember nothing from calculus because I took it my junior year of high school. So I'll probably just spend the next hour reviewing before I have another webinar at 12 about studying abroad.
Currently, summer 2021 summer programs are expected to run.
Next, I unpacked a couple more of the decorative items I bought from Target, including this wax warmer and a brand new rug.
If you want to leave my program...
So that was my first experience at the takeout in-person dining hall. Basically, each food station has a little sign that tells you what's being served there. So you walk up, you place your food tray in front of the server there, and then tell them what you want to eat. They'll fill up your tray for you and then hand it back. So I got one tray of sushi and one with some chicken enchiladas.
And then I ended the day with some good old social interaction. I was feeling kind of wonky again this morning, so I decided to try to boost my mood by going for a quick run around the campus, and I got a really lovely view of the sunrise at 7 in the morning. My first class today was Introduction to Earth Sciences. It was pretty chill. We didn't go over that much material today. We just, went over the syllabus. The professor seems very friendly. He has lots of dad jokes and a sick rock collection, and there was actually also some discussion in the side Zoom chat, so it feels like I have actually interacted with human beings today. Right after that, I had my first math lecture with the actual professor, since yesterday was the TA section.
This is the annotation
All in this
set of the parent.
Well, that was kind of a mess because it's a 200-person class and the professor's audio isn't great, so we did a lot of just sitting there waiting for everyone to unmute their mics and trying our best to hear what he was saying about vectors, but not really hearing any of it, so wish me luck in this class.
honestly don't.
For the rest of the day, I tried to work on a video script, but mostly just felt guilty about being unproductive. And then I called my parents and some friends from home. So far, I've assigned Saturday morning as my official household weekly chore time. So I started by washing the dishes that I use to eat cereal each morning. Then I refilled my weekly pill tracker container with my iron supplements for the week. Then I used Clorox wipes to disinfect the 3 desks that I have in this room, since it's originally a triple room, but due to the pandemic, it's just me in here. After having cleaned all of my surfaces and knocked that dust onto the ground, it's time to clean the ground itself. So I started by vacuuming, which was possibly annoying at 11 in the morning. I don't know, would you be annoyed if I lived next to you? And I used a Swiffer to clean the floor, which was honestly nasty. Lastly, it's time for laundry. And here at UCLA, we pay for our washers and dryers using this thing called a Bruin card, which is like a reloadable debit card and room key and meal swipe card all in one. Then I didn't actually put most of my clothes in the dryer since I have a lot of cotton shirts I don't want to shrink, and it's just generally better to save energy by air drying things when you can. After that, I had to run really quick because I was late for my COVID testing appointment. I took one of these swab tests when I moved in, and now we get them once a week. As the afternoon wound down, I started feeling really weird again, so this time I didn't make myself be productive and feel guilty about it. Instead, I just wrote in my journal and called some friends. Just pick up that. I started my Sunday with a quick indoor workout since the air quality was poor due to smoke from nearby fires, unfortunately. Although for some reason, despite this, I still decided to eat my breakfast outdoors. Alrighty, now that I got a couple of my craft essentials, namely pliers and Mod Podge delivered from Target, I'm going to start on my DIY mini greenhouse kit. The thing about me and my mental health is that one of my main coping mechanisms is doing these, random craft projects. I've taken up macrame, embroidery, acrylic painting, all sorts of things during this quarantine period. And the problem with being here in my dorm is that I can't take all of my art supplies with me. So I just took the one project, and seeing as today has become another sort of self-care day, we're gonna get started on this. And for the rest of the day, I mostly just worked on my little greenhouse project while watching the 4th season of The Good Place, which was so good, highly recommend. Later that day, the homesickness and loneliness started hitting again, so once again, I caught up with some of my friends over video call.
Happy Monday morning, everyone. The air quality really isn't that much better today than yesterday, but the internal cross-country athlete in me just really wants to go out for a run. So you know what? If part of me just really wants to be in good health, I'm gonna listen to it and gonna go for a run today. But before I head out, I'm going to move all of the things that are on my bathroom counter over to my desk in my main room, since the housekeeping staff comes on Mondays in my building, and they prefer that there's nothing on any of the bathroom surfaces in order for them to properly clean. Alrighty, the housekeeping staff is cleaning my bathroom right now, so I'm just gonna eat my cereal here in the courtyard.
Well, hello class! Welcome to day 2 of Intro to Geology. Today is this point in Europe where one could predict what is
B1, QA to B2. Then the distance that you have here.
Yellow beat, holla at me.
Okay, I think my math lecture just got Zoom bombed. Like we were just chilling talking about vectors, and a bunch of random people started just yelling like racial slurs. It was just very hurtful for everyone involved, and I feel so bad because our professor's just like a sweet, nice man, and none of us, especially not him, deserve this kind of treatment. So hopefully this issue gets resolved. Alrighty, before lunch, I'm just gonna watch a few of the pre-recorded lecture videos for my film class.
Welcome to FE6A. So this is going back to the idea of legacies. It's really relevant if you just look at what the 5 major.
My class about the history of American film includes some lectures from the professor, along with a hefty number of required film screenings. Our first screening of the year was this movie called The Bold and the Beautiful. It's a 1950s classic Hollywood type of a film, and it was interesting enough, I guess. I feel like it was probably more innovative during its time, but right now the tropes kind of feel overdone. I don't know, but it was a nice introduction to this class, and I worked on my miniature greenhouse project while watching it. My clothes had also completely dried from doing laundry on Saturday morning, so before dinner I just folded everything up and put it in its place.
Here you see kind of an example of the various socials and races we've had.
You know what? I'm not sad, so that's a win.
That's awesome.
It's been a rough first week. Although it might not seem like this in the vlog, I was really down for a lot of this first week of college. It's been the most isolated and alone that I've ever felt. I'm away from home and from everyone and everything I've ever known. And for the first couple of days, I couldn't even leave my room due to quarantine procedures. Even now that things have opened up a bit more, I still feel ill at ease in socializing. I'm a very cautious person by nature, and especially with the pandemic going on, I've been very fearful of getting sick or passing it to someone else. It's this delicate balance where if I feel connected to the people and places here on campus, I also feel less safe. But I need to mitigate this sense of isolation, this feeling that I'm just a purposeless ghost floating through the dorm hallways. So I kind of have to risk being a bit less safe. It's been tough striking this balance, but I'm hopeful that I'll figure it out. I am probably taking a quick little break from YouTube though, just for a week or so, to give myself time to adjust. So, I'll see y'all soon with more student life content.